Welcome to another jam-packed MMA episode of the Kick Him in the Head podcast. And as always, I'm your host Yao. Tonight we are doing the prediction show for EFC 126. And as always, help me break it down tonight are the boys, Brendan Jenkin and Achi the Kraken. Shout out, gentlemen. Welcome to the show as always.
It's happening. It's happening.
So we have a fight night coming up on Thursday, EFC 126. But oh my God, look at Achi, he's muted. That's my bad. I made you the mute
It's
mouse
like,
tonight. That's my bad.
bro, like I had a whole like intro prepared, bro. I had a whole intro prepared, but like, hey, man, you know, I
Take
got my,
two.
I got, I got my, I got my nice Sunday shirt on, so you know I'm in business today. You know I'm in
Oh yeah,
business,
we
bro. Let's go.
when we when we see the headgear, we know it's about to be a head kicking comments from you, but you got the
Did,
protection.
Hell yeah,
did you bring your
let's
pots
go.
and spoon? Are we stirring pots today?
I got everything, bro. I got everything.
Oh, you ready? But look, before we get into it, to anyone who's listening, this is an amazing fight week here in SA. Coming up next weekend, we have Drickus still knocks Superseed defending against Kamzat Chimaev of the Wolf. This week, we have EFC 126 Philly, the White Lion, defending against Anatoly, the Samurai Gaffin. And then Saturday, we have PFL Africa Joburg. So, in terms of MMA and SA right now, we are absolutely spoiled. How are you guys feeling about all the MMA action that we're getting here in SA right now?
Dude, I think it's
Akademi,
amazing. I
go
think
for it, Brendan.
Yeah,
the
bro. Like
wide
honestly,
variety of fights playing, man. It's cool. We had versus last weekend as well, so we're carrying on from there, from the amateurs all the way through to the big times, man. It's exciting.
Yeah, that's right. We had versus last weekend. I watched the entire card. It was actually very enjoyable. I really enjoyed that card. Joel Smith, who unfortunately is not here with us tonight, he was one of the commentators and the ring announcer. But it was a very enjoyable fight night, I must say. The heavyweight fight was something, definitely something to watch. Didn't go the way I wanted, but what are we gonna do? Aki, how about you? I know that you were out at PFL. How are you looking this fight week?
bro. Like this just feels so surreal, bro. Like, cause I think I've been like on like fight mode since I would say since Saturday, because like on Saturday I got chopped out by Pikachu, so I've still been riding on a high. On Friday I was at the boxing event, right? So it's like there's just so much combat sports this month of August. You know, like to be honest, but it feels like really good to be alive right now. You know, experiencing all of this like joy because I'm like, just give me a sec. Yeah, so because I'm like, bro, this is what's the crazy bit is it's like just good fight after good fight, good card after good card, and let me just say, man, after cruising around with the PFL guys, bro, like I have a newfound appreciation for fighters, man. Like, but like, fuck Peace and Gubani. Uh,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
um, fuck Joel.
Wait,
Don't do it.
wait, wait.
Uh, so
Don't do it.
yeah,
And that was Aki the Kraken, ladies and gentlemen. We will see him next week. But
What's wrong
okay,
with you, man?
man. I told you, bro. I came packing this time.
you ready?
I got my Sunday best, but I own my Sunday
I
best,
thought
bro.
we were gonna
Come
be on
on.
the same page. Hey, Luke Michael must fall, man.
Yeah, not today. Not today. Look, with that said, I think let's get into the card for EFC 125 because it is fight week. As I said, we've got Billy the White Lion Van Rooyen going up against Anatoly the Samurai Gaffin for the flyweight championship of the EFC. This is a very exciting fight. We did have a few fights on the card that got cancelled. We had the fight between Ashiti Tsamba and another Russian fighter getting cancelled, as well as the fight between Ntando Zondi and another Russian fighter getting cancelled. The Russians all pulled out except for the Moldovan in Gaffin. We also see there that Plaikes versus Muciela was also cancelled, but we did have a rematch. Sorry, we did have a matchup for Plaikes, who is not Mike Plackis, Mutsela, who still is on the card. So just so everyone knows, these are the fights that got cancelled. We had, as I said, Ashish Samba's fight got cancelled. The Hinda fight got cancelled, but he got another fight on the card. The Vuyojula fight got cancelled, but he got another fight. And so did Khaukhelo Mutsiela and Intando Zondi. But I think let's start at the top. Let's start with this fight between Vili, the White Lion, and Anatoly Gaffin. These two gentlemen are about to absolutely scrap for this flyweight title. I can't wait to see this fight. Vili coming in with a 6-0 record. He is currently undefeated in the EFC. Anatoly coming in with a record of 3-1. So he's not as experienced as Vili, but he is an international fighter, and we know that they do bring something different to the table. How are you guys feeling about this title fight? Achi, let me start with you.
Man, personally, I think Willie's gonna wipe the floor with this guy, man, because like Willie's like a different type of talent, you know. Like I think Willie's like a type of talent that like he's like a flying under the radar type of talent, you know. Like he's not. Yes, he's delivering KOs. Like yes, he's undefeated, you know. But like when you look at him, like when you look at his fight style, you're like this guy just he has he doesn't necessarily excel at one specific thing, right? Everything is just so balanced, I would say, that every time he fights, he just knows how to adapt in every situation, you know. So I'm guessing them bringing like a Moldovan is kind of like a trump card for the EFC to try get Willie to be like I would say have more international experience and
Mhm.
you know uh, I would say more an overall rounded game, you know, an overall rounded game. Because like obviously when it's an international fighter, he brings that toughness that like you wouldn't have experienced in with the guys that he's fought in the EFC. So personally, dog, I think Willie is that much good because he adapts. You know, he adapts, and his overall game is like I would say leveled out. He's not like specked up on one attribute. I would say, you know, he's all like leveled out, and I think that's the key, man. That's the key, and that's why he is currently undefeated because he's willing to adapt and he's going to adapt.
Now, the matchmakers, specifically Graham and Ashley, they've said, look, over and above that, who can we put Vili up against right now in the flyweight division? I wouldn't say he's cleared out the division, but he's beaten all the guys who we think are good in the division. Say, with the exception of Intando Zondi, who is on this card and is looking, ooh, he's about to talk about Nathaniel Kamana, but who is looking to get to a title position. Now, Brendan, let's hear from you. Vili wins this fight. We're already looking at him and asking him questions of what do you think about Rickers? Are you the next Rickers? What next for you? You would have then beaten two international opponents in a row. What do you think this fight means for him as the current flyweight champion?
Look, man, it's an international fight. It's always a good feather to put in your cap. I do believe he's gonna walk through this guy, man. He's gonna put him away. And then 7-0 is a good looking record, man. It really is. You got quite a few finishes on there as well. You've gone to decision. You can show that you can make the weights. You're reliable. So I would like to see him stay and fight some guys that I think will give him a run for his money. But I wouldn't be surprised if this was his last fight for the EFC and some international promotion snatched him up.
So where do you think he would go though? International promotion, do you think it would be, I mean, Drickus went to KSW, we would thought he might have gone to a Brave or something, but right now prospects for Vili, where would he go?
Well, if you look at the flyweight division or thereabouts, the lighter guys, it looks like a lot of them go to one, because the previous champ Edson, as he won the belt, he went on to one championship. So that is an option. But you did hear Graham say that they're pushing to get him in the UFC.
Get him in the UFC. I hope that happens. He is one of those fighters that I think deserves that sort of shot. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting fight. I think Vili, like you said, wipes the floor with him. His 6-0 record doesn't just, it's not just an undefeated record, but he has gone through wars. He's gone through battles. He's taking shots from Khaokelo Musiala, who I think is the hardest hitter in the flyweight division, and probably, to be honest with you, in the entire EFC. Like, if he hit a heavyweight, I think those guys would feel it because that man can absolutely swing. But speaking of Khaokelo, speaking of these other fighters, I think let's get into the rest of the card. Let's have a look at what the rest of this card is looking like, because it's a very interesting card full of flyweights. Having a look at the prelims, we have a fight between Veja Hinda and Ash Zola. Ash Zola coming off a contender series win and then his first win in the UFC, EFC as well. Then Liam Schultz on debut against Elvis Ngwala Ngwala. Then we have Sianda Vilakazi coming up against Vuyo Jula. Now, obviously, you can see the records of these gentlemen. Not the greatest, but still scraps over there. Then we have Robert Miyaba returning to the EFC against Rudolf Sekukune. And then we have Jesse Schaefer versus Seppo Majuba, number 40 featherweight in the world. Well, sorry, in South Africa, 3-6 record. Then we have Zane Tanos back, his 1-0 record up against Stefan the Show Boysens in the light heavyweight division. Very interesting card here from the EFC. How you guys feeling about this card?
Floor's yours, champ. You go first.
Go for it.
I would say, to be honest, I would say it's a pretty. To me, I am invested. I would say because obviously we have my boy Majuba and we have my boy Sia fighting. I know they always lose, but I have to support. Die by the cross, like I said. Uh, but like to be honest, man, I'm happy to see like all these contender series guys coming up and getting their wins. Because like that just shows. Because like obviously Versus has like really good talent, but like it just shows the level of scouting, I would say, the contender series brings to the EFC. Like that's I'm looking forward to seeing all these guys just increasing the talent pool because like we're so bored and so used to having guys with like I would say 2-6 records and 0-5 or the Katikatis of the world.
Shout out the mighty warrior.
I would say yeah, we're like we're so bored because like the EFC tickets are ridiculously overpriced
Dude,
and
dude.
like we can't be paying for 900 for Kati Kati, like so it's stuff like that. So I'm happy that they're bringing in like these fresh up and coming new talent, and yeah, I am. To be honest, man, Lucky Makeka is there. Like it's a good card, man. It's a good card. They have really good fighters. Makeka, obviously, I think he's trying to like break a 2-fight skid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy to see because all of these. I think I've got like what I've got one, two, three, four, three boys on the prelims who are gonna fight, and we got like who is not my boy, Gift the Walker, and we got Tando Zombie. So like, hey man, I'm heavily invested, and we got like uh Zico Makangele. Like bro, this card is like it's. I would say I give it I would give it a 7. A 7, like on a scale from 1 to 10 because it looks it has me invested. It has me invested. It has me rooting for fighters. Obviously, I shouldn't be rooting for, but like, hey man, die by the cross.
Brendan, tell us more. I think you mentioned two things. One, the ticket prices of EFC,
Yeah.
and two, which fight are you willing to pay those ticket prices for to come and see?
Look, obviously, man. If it has to happen, like anytime my teammates are fighting, I'm willing to pay it because the entertainment value is always through the roof. They're all world class athletes, and any like a good card. Give me it doesn't even have to have a title fight every time, man. Give me a good 5 round crazy war as the main event. Do a super fight. Give us something crazy. Like the next event, I'm probably definitely paying it for the next event. We got Triple H versus Moyo. Ash, what a fight! What a
Ooh, those
fight!
big boys are gonna be slugging, and we know the beef that those two have. So it's not just a
Oh,
fight; it's personal.
that's beautiful. But man, with regards to this card, like there's some good fights on this card. I think the Lucky and Moses fight is going to be very interesting with Lucky coming down to flyweights. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be a good fight. I think that's a flyweight fight if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
If not
it's a
bantam,
one
but
twenty five.
yeah, but he's definitely coming down. So that's going to be interesting to see. I think the Zane versus Stefan fight's going to be crazy, man. Like Stefan's been doing well in the bare knuckle boxing and stuff. So that's coming into a fight where I think Zane's predominantly better on the ground. It's going to be a classic ground versus a striker by the sounds of things. That's going to be cool. And then the Day Walker is coming to put a masterclass in on the night. He is going to
You
put
know,
Spusiso away.
so let's talk about that fight specifically because at the press conference, Busisu wasn't present. They didn't have Triple S or Mindless or Wendler there, but Gift was there, and he said, "Listen,
Yes.
I see you, bro, but you couldn't even finish a flyweight on short notice." Referencing his fight against Intando Zondi recently, Achi, do you not think that Gift has a point there and that he is going to be able to, I guess I would say, finish Sibusisu in this one? Or do you think Triple S takes this one? What are your thoughts on that specific fight? Because you have
Yeah,
Brandon here. I want to hear
let's just yeah. Listen, bro. Like, let's just say this, man. We know Brandon is out here gonna be a dick rider for his teammate, But I would say, man, let's just not take away from the fact that Busiso has been fighting all these badass fighters. Like he's been fighting all these badass fighters. He fought Faiz, he fought Timna, and this, like, to be honest, man, I wish I didn't even know. Oh, I wish I didn't even, I would say I didn't even see his fights, because all his fights he has been improving. Like, we can argue that the fight between him and Timna should have been a draw. Because like
No,
he got his ground game up. So, and Gift Walker, yes, he's a BJJ specialist. Yes, we know he's a good striker, but trust me, man, I think Busiso is really extremely flying under the radar for this fight. And I know Brandon's gonna be like, but like, trust me, bro, like
let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
Busiso,
talk about it. Go for
He's
it.
finished
yeah,
one of his fights. One against
true.
the guy just here looks in the lot. Ruben de Beer. He finished Ruben de Beer. Everything else has gone to decision. Please tell me how
Yeah.
he even expects to outpoint Gift. If the only way he makes it out of round one is if he runs like the 4 minute mile. Who was it, man?
Yeah,
Ayanda
Zwane.
Zwane. Yeah.
That's the only way he makes it out of round one, man. Gift's gonna put this guy away. It's already written, and then we get the fight we really want to see.
And that fight is
Okay.
Gift Walker versus Tim.
actually that'll be a nice fight. I actually do see that fight.
Yeah.
That's the
Especially
fight. That's the
because
fight to make in the bantamweight division.
mm, yeah, because Gift is now climbing the bantamweight division, obviously having come up from flyweight and having said at the presser that he's not going back to flyweight. And I agree with him. Every time I'd see Gift at flyweight at the weigh-ins, he literally looked like he was about to die. And I'd be shocked when I'd see him on fight day and he'd be like, "Yeah, no, I'm good now," because his rehydration is good. But it's not easy to go through that consistently, to make flyweight, to make that kind of weight, and then have to rehydrate. So I'm happy he's not going down to flyweight. I think he definitely will do better at bantam. I think that's probably his more natural division, and it should allow him to focus more on the skills than the whole weight, because weight cutting is it's another sport all on its own. So I'm happy to see him up at bantamweight. Now, with all that said, I think let's get into the odds for this fight. Let's see what World Sport Betting has to say about these fights, because at the end of the day, we have our opinion, and World Sport Betting has their opinion on who's going to win. So let's have a look at the odds on these fights. I might have jumped the gun a little bit there. Wait, I jumped the gun. Wait, we're not looking at odds yet. That's my bad. We're looking at the main card first. Let's go into detail on these fights. Actually, sorry about that. Varjai Dasai. They even made me speak Afrikaans. How deep is that? Okay. So coming to the main card. Main card is fire, like Achik was saying. We've got Moses, the son of Egypt Mukari, against Lucky Makeka. 4-3 versus 4-2. We've got Zico, the gorilla Makangele, back against Wallace Okoso. We saw Zico struggle. He lost, obviously, to Horatio Solonu. The first time we've seen the gorilla get actually dropped, it was scary, but he is back now. He is saying he is here to be a title contender again in the welterweight division. Obviously, a former title holder there in Zico Makangele. Then the fight we just talked about, Gift Walker 6-2 versus Sibusiso Somandla Sovengle in the bantamweight division. Then in the flyweight division, one of many flyweight fights on this card, we have Ntando the Zulu Warriors Zondi versus Gaugelo Mutsiela. Now, his record at 3-4, Gaugelo, doesn't really speak to his skills and doesn't really speak to the fact that he has fought some absolutely skilled killers there in the Hex, including the current champion, Billy the White Lion Bilyun, the former champion, Edson Machavani. I mean, the other former interim champion, Terrence the Black Panther Balelo. So in those four losses, he's fought literally at least three champions. So this is going to be a very interesting fight between him and who was previously a Muay Thai specialist in Nintendo Zondi, who's expanded his game working with champions like the Mart Pena, Simbarasha Okonya, Nick Wende. So he comes from an absolutely amazing stable in Fight City Gym. Then we have the title fight, as we talked about, between Billy the White Lion Van Rooyen and Anatoly Gaffin coming out of Eastern Europe, Moldova. So that is your fight card. That is the fight card that we will be watching this coming Thursday. Now, to get to the actual odds on the fight, odds sponsored by World Sport Betting. Did I say sponsored? No. Odds provided by World Sport Betting. So World Sport Betting, please sponsor our shows. Don't forget that, World Sport Betting. And very interesting odds that we have here. I think I want to jump into it and say which odds stand out to you guys as being a bit outside of what we would anticipate. When I looked at these odds, personally, I was pretty happy. The one that I see as being an outside odd, and I don't think anyone should even remotely pick them, is unfortunately Elvis Nguala versus a debutant, Liam Schultz, which is crazy that you have an 0-0 fighter coming in with such commanding odds over a more experienced fighter in the form of Nguala. But that for me was the one that stood out considerably. How about you guys? Brendan, which odds here stand out to you that you think, you know what, I'm not too sure if the odds makers got it right. I think if you're looking for a dog, let's go with that fighter.
Um, these odds look pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Everything looks like it's good here. I know this fight's not happening anymore, but Blakey's
Yeah,
versus
that's pretty
Moicheta,
spicy.
that one that like I don't know how they said Blakey's with the underdog there. Like Blakey's got the better jiu-jitsu and wrestling in there, and he's wrestled guys before, so that was an odd one. But other than that, that fight's not happening anyway. But it looks good to me.
So you spoke about the bare knuckle king in Stefan Boysen versus Zane Thanos. Now he's 1-0 and he's 1-1, obviously won in his debut. Do you feel these odds are fair? Do you feel these odds make sense? Three,
Yeah, dude, they're going on who has more experience in terms of the sport they are competing in right now. Zane has a lot of experience fighting at nationals and a lot of the amateur events, so he's got a lot of MMA experience, if that makes sense. Where Stefan's coming from boxing, so they kind of like thinking he's one rounded. Like he doesn't have the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu to keep up with Zayn, if that makes sense, or the fight IQ of an MMA fighter.
and that's, I suppose, fair enough. Achi, your boy, Tsepo Majuba, Jesse Schaefer. These odds aren't that far out for a 3-6 record
Yeah,
for Majuba. It says Majula, but anyways, are you happy with the odds here? Is he going to be one of the dogs that you pick in our underdog competition?
hey man. I don't think I'm picking him this time, because like, yeah,
Is he one of your parlay
I
busters
literally
now?
saw him tap. Yeah, like I literally saw him tap, man. But like, I would say the odds that stood out for me is the Sabusiso versus Day Walker odds, because it's like that's like a two, almost a 4 point underdog, and that's the
Makes
thing,
sense.
man. Like after the dude has been fighting killers. You don't think, yes, he got knocked out in the first round by Faiz, but like you don't think he learned something from that. It's giving like it's giving like a blowout. It's giving like a blowout, but like
Because it's gonna be one.
shout out to, yeah, you see. So I would say it's Boosie, so dog. It's Boosie, so like it needs to be given like a little bit more respect, because like I used to hate his fighting style. I used to hate him.
What
But
is his
like he's
fighting
made me a
style?
fan
Um,
I would say hugging.
Okay,
he's a hugger.
let's
Um,
go with that. Let's go with that. Do you think you're gonna be able to hold Gift down for 3 rounds?
he doesn't necessarily have to hold him down for 3 rounds. He has to hold him down for, I would say, 2 minutes and 30 seconds every round, and that's it. Then
What
obviously
happens the
control,
other
control,
the other
control.
half
But
of the
like
round? They
run,
strike.
do the four
Oh,
minute mile, do the 4 minute mile. I don't know, man, but like, yeah, I think he's like, the odds are really pretty far out for a guy like this who's really really been at it, and who's been competing. Yes, maybe they're taking that into consideration also, that he's literally on every card. He's literally on every card, but maybe they taking that into consideration. But he's earned his stripes, so give him his respect.
And so, Brendan, Achim makes a sterling point there. And the one thing I tend to find is fighters that win by decision, they might not know how to outpoint, but they know how to win by decision. And if you look at it, Busisu's won a couple of splits and by decision, which means that exactly what Achi says. He knows how to hold you down for just enough time, take just enough damage, and give enough damage just to neutralize the sort of skills that a gift would have. So I agree with Aki that the odds might not be as well,
Mm,
they should be as high as they are because there is an outside chance that somehow he gets it on split.
yeah. There's a 3 point what chance? That's
3.6.
that's the chance. Yeah, that's the dude. It's not gonna happen. Realistically, it's not gonna happen. It's like, dude.
It's just a no from you.
Yeah, it's not happening. Gift is gonna walk the floor with this guy. He's gonna get on that mic. He's gonna tell that flyweight division why Nathaniel's name is not in the conversation, and we're gonna make it happen.
Look, that's fair enough. The one other fight that I want to look at there is the Makengele versus Okoso fight. Makengele is 4-2, former champion, but we've got Okoso coming in who's 1-5.
Yeah, he's
And
just gonna
yeah,
walk through him.
that smells like me too. That smells like me as the EFC saying, listen, Zico, we love you. Please get back on your way because we know it's been tough for you lately. We know you lost against Mark Hume. We know you lost now against coming back from that loss because this was his first fight back from the Mark Hume fight. We know that you then lost against Horatio Solonu. Please get back on winning ways because we do think that you do have something. And I think those odds for the EFC should have given, sorry, the World Sport Betting should have given us more because we know that there's no chance that this guy's going to win. And if he does win, and if you do put money on him, you should make a lot of money. For me, that should be like a 6.5 spread or something ridiculous because, I mean, Makengela is a former champion. He's an absolute killer in the cage. So those odds, I think it should be the Ngwala versus Schultz odds because I think that's more likely as a Makengele win than the Schultz. Well, okay, look, Elvis Ngwala. No disrespect, but I just don't see how he does it. But with that said, welcome. Fight Week Show. Hola, how are you doing tonight, bro?
Ah,
Have you been hearing us bantering about the odds here for the
You're on mute there,
EFC?
champ.
Yeah. I'm doing okay, man. Just got back in from work. As you know what they like. Yeah, it's a bit stressful, but something that made my day though. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Absolutely made my day. Yeah, hang your head in shame. When I see the way Bokan, little giants, pick up cracking and just swing him around like a rag doll and just dumped him on the ground there. I was having a bad day. Then I saw that. And I had all of a sudden my bad day turned into a great day. Just watching that, man. Yeah. Shout out to both of you. That was probably one of the highlights of my day, man. It was funny to see,
appreciate
man.
it, bro.
He
Come
put the
on.
helicopter.
Wait, bro. Like, cause like he did it like twice, right? He did it like actually twice, and like the first time, bro, I was like
Bro.
dizzy as hell, bro.
When I
I
see
was
you go for the
dizzy,
single leg, I thought, oh shit, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Cracking
bro.
waiting for the single legs, man. And
On BK Little Giant.
yeah,
Bro, it was crazy, man. But like, wait
I
till you
mean,
see like what's coming out.
what's going on,
The show's
cracking?
coming
If
out.
you're not getting choked out, you're getting dashed out. Like what's
Bro, like I don't know, man. I don't know what's been happening to
that's
me these past
these
2 days,
these are
man.
these are things that old people like myself should be doing, middle age crisis and shit. But look like it come early for you, cracking.
Bro, trust me, bro. Like these guys, man. Like I'm living my dream, man. I'm living my
Of
dream. I
course,
get to spend time with these
100%,
players,
100%. Look,
and literally, as I'm seeing everything, bro. Like I just see how much of like the control, because like Bokan literally like took me down, right? He was teaching me takedowns, and it's when you see it, it's that thing of like he's just rushing and taking somebody down, right? Like only to find out when Bokan does it. Like there was a point where I think he did a single leg, then he took me down, put me on his shoulders, slammed me,
Fireman's
and
carry.
literally I couldn't move. He had my arm, he had my arm, and I'm like, how the fuck did
yeah,
he do
man.
that? Then he takes me down again, single leg. I think it was double leg actually. Then no, it was a single leg. Then he had literally my leg was literally in his arm in here, bro, and I'm like, I can't get up, and I'm like,
I mean,
these are these small things that we always telling people, yo, bro, get up, get up.
I mean,
I'm like,
listen.
bro,
All I'm gonna say is, I was jealous because you was in the presence of greatness right there, bro. You know what I mean? There was quite some people
right,
there, man.
bro,
No. I
bro,
appreciate
bro,
you,
bro.
putting out content like that for the people across, other parts of the world, and we can see what you're doing over there, man.
Yeah,
Keep
I
doing your thing, my
appreciate it,
bro.
man. Big shout
Keep
out
doing my
to
thing. Make sure them brown envelopes
yeah.
are coming. We want that Nissan Skyline GTR. You know what I mean? We want that car, bro.
Hey, man,
We want that car for you, man.
like one more week,
Yeah, man.
and I get my paycheck from Cross for the
Yeah,
Drifters
that
Beat
would,
Seas
that's
fight.
that's
So
yeah, but
hey,
that'll be good. Actually, I got a bone to pick with DDP, man. I don't know no more.
How do you put
Yeah,
on a Man
now
United
you
shirt?
know what I'm talking about now, with it.
And I
Yeah,
understand.
How do you
I
put a
kind of
Man
agree.
United shirt?
I mean, how can you put a UFC title next to a team that came 15th in the season? How bad luck
yo,
is that? That's bad luck.
and we played them
It's
first game of the
okay.
season on the same weekend. On the same weekend, the fights, bro. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. My club comes first, bro. I'm trying to say, like, hey, my club comes first. Hey, yo, you're in the pickle there, bro.
It's
You're in
tricky
a
for me because
serious pickle, man.
I gotta wave the flag, but it's
Hey,
tough when I see the title
hey,
against
you
that
got you
shirt.
got you got to wave the Arsenal flag as well, bro. Like, what are we talking about, man? Come
Look,
on,
maybe we
bro.
can, maybe not maybe, we're gonna beat United, and then we're gonna convince Drickers that, hey, bro, there's definitely a better team than United, and then his next picture with that title will be with
We'll
Arsenal.
be
Let's
in a
just
Liverpool shirt.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, hey, whoa. Look at the bullies
wrong
over
red
here.
team.
Look at the
Wrong red
bullies.
team.
You
Wrong
guys
red
been
team.
bullying Newcastle all week, bro. You know what I mean? Trying to steal Isak. But yeah, man. Congratulations on winning the league, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
I have to be traditional there and say congratulations, bro. Congratulations, bro. But there you go.
Kraken in the chats. Are you ready to fight Luke?
Yeah, man.
Hey man, bro, I've been ready, man. I've been ready, but on what y'all was saying, man. Like, I get that you guys wanted him to put on an Arsenal shirt, but like, hey man, Arsenal won nothing but our hearts or
Yeah,
something.
I mean,
So they only have two good free
bro,
kicks the
I'm
whole
just
season,
saying,
bro. Two good free kicks. That's all you got.
maybe Hamza's gonna win my heart when that weekend comes around, bro. Like, hey, keep talking, Kraken. I'm listening.
Hey man,
Ola's
I'm
on
here.
fire
I'm here,
tonight.
bro. But yeah, man.
But you know what?
You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. Sorry. You know what I'm thinking? I should pitch an idea, right? Learn, learn. I should pitch an idea to PFL. Maybe like they should give me like a show where I spend like a week with these guys and learn. And after every season, I fight. I
Are
fight
we
an amateur.
brainstorming right
So
now? Is that what's happening?
yeah,
Oh, I
like yeah,
like
man.
it.
Let's get on with the show, bro. Like we out here,
But look, I agree. You should. And the first person you are gonna fight is Luke Young Gun Michael, because you know that
Oh,
man wants your meat, homie. He wants to.
I'll pay to watch that.
I would pay to watch that.
I'll pay to
bro,
watch
Let's
that.
I'll
put that
commentate for
bro.
free.
Remember,
like.
remember, we changed the name though, y'all. We changed the name. It's Luke, the 32-year-old young gun.
Yeah,
Michael.
what's wrong? How
Remember that. We have to
how are you
mention the age.
branding a 32-year-old old? Like in what? Like
Look, speaking of young gun Luke Michael has provided his parlay picks for EFC 126. These are his parlay picks. He sees um, a few parlays that could make you good money. The highest parlay is a 9 point spread. You'd make 9 times your money if you take Zico Makangele, Robert Miaba, Moses Makari, Liam Schultz, and Veja Hinda. That's a 5 fight parlay
That's a good
spread.
bet.
It is a good bet. It's a very
That's a
good
good
bet. I
bet.
really like that one. Achi, you see, Luke does lots of good things. But these are the parlays that Luke has put together. Which parlay would you guys most likely take? Ola, I know that you're the cash out king. Which one of these would interest you?
um, I like that Mayiba Mokari fight right there. Um, definitely the Tenos Manangele Mayiba Mokari and shoes. Yeah, that looks like something that could get you a good way till you can hit a proper nice spot for a cash out. Because
Mhm.
when I go in to make parlays like this, I don't look at the end, the actual return. Forget the return. The return is an illusion. It's what you're trying to get out of it. And with that kind of parlay at 5.0 like that, I think you put like 50, 100 runs on it. That's a tight. By the time you get to 3 fights, you could maybe have tripled your money, 4 times your money. And if you start feeling the itch, like maybe one of these fighters may just drop, you hit the cash out. You already tripled 4 times, 5 times your money on odds like that. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at that. Mokari shoes, Mayiba, Makengele, and Tenos. That looks real good right there.
Achi, which one to you looks tasty?
To me, man, I would say Moses, Liam, and Hinda, because like that's like a, like yes, yeah, all I just said, like he's a cash out king, So personally, I do not like cashing out, and I like all my money in full. So trust me when I say I need 4 times, 4.7 times. That amount. So like and this fight is 3 fights, instead of like Ola's 5 fight like parlay, So I would say only because it's part of the show. but like I would never pick Luke's. I would never use Luke's picks any day, bro.
Before,
Why is he doing with my Juba like that? You
so,
know,
by the way,
why is he?
when you fight Luke, don't forget to stop the takedowns. If you don't stop the takedowns, you can't stop Luke, as he says. And shout out to my baby girl in the chats. I'm sure Aki will do well. Abby, that's my little girl, my little 8-year-old in sorry 9, my bad, in the chats.
Hello, Abby.
Brendan, which parlay looks good to you?
I'm all in, man. Hit that 9.0. It looks like a good. The only one I think in there that I'm a bit sus on is maybe like Makari. He has a tough fight, but I do think he can get it done. But he does have a tough fight against Lucky coming down to flyweights.
True. So it'll depend on how the weight cut hits him, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, those are very interesting bunch of parlays. But one thing that's very important to note in terms of all this is exactly.
I mean, why is gift not in this parlay though? Like, I've gift in my parlay.
Damn
Because
right.
that's what you call guaranteed money.
100%.
I don't
Actually,
know why
that's-
gifted in none of this parlay, man.
You
Get
may
this
as
thing
well
off
put
the
your
screen,
money
bro.
on gift by
Get this
finish.
off.
Never mind just on gift.
Get this thing off the screen, bro.
That's actually fair,
we
because,
can't
I mean,
we can't work with that, man. We can't work with
look
that.
at the gift odds. Gift has some very good odds, so it's a miracle he
Go
didn't
look
pick
at
gift.
gift by finish.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So to the cash out king and to Achi, who says Luke's picks are crap, very, very quick one. Let's just check where you guys are in terms of the underdogs table, because I think that's really what's important here, if I'm not mistaken, gentlemen, right? So let's have a look and see where you guys are sitting, which is one of my favorite parts of the show, mostly because I'm on top. And Ola, don't you dare accuse
One
me.
bad week, blood. One fucking bad week. You cockroach.
And McDane had one good week, putting him right there in second.
Unbelievable. I can't
points.
believe that.
And to anyone who does not know what this is the underdogs parlay that we have. It's an underdogs parlay competition. In terms of the rules are that you have to pick 3 underdogs. Of the 3 underdogs that are picked, the ones that win work out to a multiplier. Where is my underdogs card gone? Oh my gosh. There we go. It works out to a multiplier, and the maximum points on the night wins the fight night. With that, there is also the black sheep bonus for picking a fighter that no one else has picked, who's an underdog that wins. And that's how McDane got all his points in the last card. There's also the lucky. Oh, but then again, so did I. That's what gave me like an extra 5 points that put me right smoothly at the top.
Oh, that answers Kanye's question, innit? How is Yao at the top? Are they? That answers your question, Kanye.
Yes,
Shout
ma'am.
out to Kanye though. But
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
if you want to learn the cash out ways, you will get the tutorial. There's an administration fee that will be applicable to Mr. Kick him in the head. So we will be charging him an administration fee. But yeah, you will get the tutorial, Kanye. Don't you worry. He knows that I really do be cashing out. He knows. He got the evidence. He sees it.
Yeah, I see. But with that said, gentlemen, I think it's time for us to pick our 3 underdogs for this week. Honestly, this is not an easy card to pick it on. It's just the fighters that they have as the favorites on this card, I genuinely believe will win. But the newcomer, Ola, Cash Out King, let me start with you. Who are your 3 underdogs on this card?
Right, can I get the board so I see?
No problem. Let me start with Brendan. Or should I put it up for you?
See the
Can you put the card up? Sorry, can you
yes,
put
I
the
just
card
want
up?
to see the odds.
Let's switch this up. Replace with you.
I definitely need to catch Brendan this week, man. So don't you go copy my picks.
Hey,
I need to catch you, bro.
Oh, there we go.
We all have to catch Yao.
Hey,
Wait a
Just
second.
hope he
Yeah,
doesn't
I know,
change
but hey,
the rules on the back.
one step at a time. You're in front of me, man. You're the only focus right now. I need to get you out of the way. Then I pick the next target. Baby steps. Like cash it out. That kind of thing.
For the life of
Yeah,
me, suddenly it doesn't want to put this card up.
What's going on, y'all? Should we just keep talking to wait while you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think do that
Hey, you're
because
cracking. Cracky, you said you like to get paid in full. Now, can you tell us the strategy and the last time you got paid in full on the parlay?
There it is.
Hey man, you know, being a winner is hard.
Hey,
Hey,
look,
man, stop
Michael,
playing with my
for all the disrespect that you got, take that line that he just said and run with it. Yeah? Being a winner is hard. You heard it from Kraken. He said being a winner is hard. Look, Michael, he knows what you did to win that fight was hard. Yeah? You heard it from Kraken.
like
Please continue.
holding. Like, what do you mean? What was hard? Like,
You said being a winner is
holding a
hard.
man down.
That's what you
And
said.
Luke is a winner.
Holding a man down.
Look
No,
what his
no,
last
no, no,
fight.
That is not
Wow.
a win.
He's and still.
He lost fans.
No, I'm going by what you said. I didn't say it. Y'all didn't say it.
Bro,
You said it.
Your own words.
Ola's
come-
You
on
want us to
fire
hit
tonight.
rewind?
He shows violence.
I can see that you disorientated from what Bo can do to you, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
I am an MMA fan.
CT
I am
is a
an
real
MMA
thing.
fan at heart. I am an MMA fan at heart, and what I want is good fights that are good for the sport. And Luke Michael is bad for the sport. Okay,
He fights exactly
Okay.
like Johnny Eblin. Johnny Eblin's was the PFL champion, undefeated, 16-0. Exact same fighting style. So how can you say that Luke Michael is bad for the sport? That doesn't make any
Yo.
sense.
are you finding this odds or
But
what?
he lost.
Well, they're up. Can't see them?
All right, okay.
Yeah. So
did you
yeah.
see Costello? Did you see Costello tapping him out and taking all of his
He
crowd?
didn't tap him out because he choked him out. He went to sleep.
Yeah, choked him out. Sorry, choked him out. Yeah, he
And
choked him
out like
right?
Kraken with
He choked-
Pikachu.
You see how Yao just said it like one's better than the other. Yao just said it casually, like, oh, he didn't tap him out, he choked him out. Like, bro,
Hola. You of all people has to agree with that because that's exactly what Khabib said about McGregor. He said, bro, we're here to fight. If I'm gonna choke you out, you go to sleep if you came here for that. You don't tap out. Achi, you too. You were still pissed off that Majuba tapped in your face. Yes, go to sleep. It is better than tapping. That's facts. If you are that type of fighter at that level, if you are a Johnny Eblin, you go to sleep, you don't tap. I agree 100%. And you both agree based on who you guys support. Am I wrong?
Bro, listen, but Johnny Eblin
still lost,
fans
bro.
that
You're
day.
like,
He
bro,
He lost his
still
phone.
lost, bro.
He lost his title. He lost his fans. Okay,
Okay, that's fair
Johnny
enough.
Eblin lost his phone, lost his title, lost his fans. Look at Costello. Costello's like a global superstar now, like, you know, because his fight, he persevered. Remember that, like, and that's what Luke Michael will never do. Persevere, win fans over, win people's hearts, you know. Unless he starts fighting like a real fighter, you know, like a real prize fighter. Otherwise, he's still gonna be he's gonna be a 40-year-old young gun
There's,
in the
I
EFC.
know a
He's
gym.
gonna be
I know a gym where they got loads of submission artists, man. You know what I mean? They love to top people out, man. Like they just make people tap for their lives and shit. That gym is called House of Tinkerbell. Oh
Boom.
shit, bro! That gym is called House of Tinkerbell. They love to
Bro,
tap
bring
people
them
out
all.
there, man.
We're gonna see some.
Bring them all, bro.
You
Like,
see some of that
I got
evidence
that
on
CIT
Thursday
blood
night
in me.
when Spusiso goes to sleep.
Hey,
bro, I got CIT blood in me, bro. Like, I don't care. Bring all of them. Bring all of them. Trust me, Busiso is gonna be the one
I
victorious.
mean,
He's
what
gonna
has
hold him down.
CIT done for you lately?
Choked him out.
They taught
Windmilled him.
they taught me how to. They taught they taught me how to stop. They taught me how to get out of a triangle, bro.
What win in the cage has CIT given you lately? That's what I mean by what's CIT done for you lately. I know you want to get around the question, but you know exactly what I was asking you. What has CIT done for you lately, bro? In the cage?
Exactly.
Hey,
And
man.
now the last one is wearing the
Catch me
Manchester
again.
United fucking shirt.
Catch me again next week. Catch me again next week Sunday. I
And
have
now the
announced
last one is wearing the Manchester
live
United fucking shirt, bro. Like, of all fucking times, you chose. Remember when AJ took his belt to fucking Tottenham ground? You You saw what happened to him over there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come
just bad
on, bro.
timing.
Like, don't
Bad
take your
timing.
belt to White Hat Lane. You're gonna lose that shit. And he lost it to a scrub as well. He's a mad. Yo, hey,
He
listen,
should have gone after his win. Why like Drake is fine.
this is
Why,
the thing.
why?
I'm just saying. You maybe cracking. Maybe you should go talk to him and like.
He might cost you
know
that
what I mean?
$50.
It might cost you that $50, and you go hate him for real, bro. You go hate him. So you're not gonna bad
Again,
energy
man,
about that, right?
Drickus has been breaking curses, bro.
Send him
Drickus
Send
has
him a
been breaking
Kaiser
curses.
Chiefs shirt so that he
Listen,
can at least win your hearts over on the weekend.
hey man, I'm a champion, bro. I'm a champion. Don't talk to me like that. Don't you talk to me like I didn't just win a Nedbank Cup, bro. What are you talking about?
Being
talk to
a
me like
winner
that.
is
I'm not a
hard.
champion.
You said it.
Like I got, bro. I got more titles than Arsenal last year.
Ooh.
I got more titles than
Oh,
Arsenal
bro.
last year.
Why are
Like,
you trying? Why are
put
you
some
trying to
respect.
go there?
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
right.
that was Achi the Kraken. We will find him next week.
Nah, I mean, get him out of here, man. Why are you trying to go there, cracking, bro? Why are you trying to go there?
I had to go there.
Okay, gentlemen,
Trying
look,
to
let's get to the underdog picks. Let's
Yeah,
get
man.
to the underdog picks.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go down. Brendan, who you got as your 3 underdogs?
I'm gonna go with Stefan Boysen. I'm gonna go with this is tough. I'm gonna say what's this guy's name? Lucky. And then for the fun of it, let's go Majuba.
Ooh, Brendan, do you really want to lose your position on the table? Given, like, is that really what you want to do? Like, you saw what happened to Achi last time.
It's
But
not
okay,
like
those are
any
your
of
picks,
the
no
other
problem. Let me not-
underdogs have a shot.
This is fair. This is fair enough.
Although
Except for Spusiso. Okay, Achi.
let's put an asterisk on that last one, the Majuba fights, until we get odds on Zondi versus Cauchelo.
Fair enough. Okay, happy with that because we do have until 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. fight day to make the picks. So okay, no problem. Achi, how about you? Who are your 3 picks?
What do you mean? Oh, 10 a.m. Sorry, I thought you meant like I thought you meant 10 p.m. because that's the thing that you
After the
do,
fight.
right? That's the thing that you do. You pick your fights after they win. Bro.
I wish I could.
Yeah,
I'll
give
use the pot
me
this time. Yeah, go for it. Who you want?
Busiso, man. Yeah, give me Busiso. Give me Majuba.
And that, my friends, is why it's at the bottom of the table.
This is also true. This is definitely true.
Give me Majuba. All right, give me Busiso. Give me Majuba. Give me Lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
That's me
Okay.
right
So
there.
you're basically the same as Brendan, with the exception of the show Boysons and Subusisu. Okay, Ola, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Hinda.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Muhammad. Alhamdulillah. Gonna go with Muhammad on that one there. Inshallah.
Wait, Muhammad?
It will bring me good
That
luck
that
with
fight was
one there.
cancelled.
Wait, who's my?
Oh,
Oh, that
the
fight's
one-
cancelled.
the one
Okay,
versus
sorry,
Zondi,
Ola.
Zondi. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going
Yeah,
against
it's now
Zombie,
Zondi's
bro.
fighting Moshella.
Oh, Zondi is fighting Moshella.
Yep.
Moshella ain't gonna beat Zondi, man.
Yeah. let me-
I was hoping the. All right. Yeah.
That is
Let me
crazy.
look for a different strategy here.
All I was trying to turn Zondi into a journeyman. That's crazy.
Bro,
He's trying to
you
turn
said that about peace. You
Zondi
said that
to-
about peace, bro. And I thought you was
Exactly.
taking the peace blood. Like, yeah,
No, no, no. You trying to-
yeah, but Brendan agrees. Let's move on.
So Ola, here's the new card. There were 2 changes on the card, specifically to the Zondi fight, and then the Thanos versus Boysen fight came up onto the main
Alright.
card.
Okay. Let me
Yes.
see that table again. The one we had before.
There you go.
You okay.
You got
I'm gonna go with yeah, it'll have to be lucky. And
ooh,
yeah, I mean there's not a lot of meat on the bone blood.
slim pickings.
You know what I mean? Slim pickings, exactly. Uh I can't even go with fucking Wallace, man. That's I mean, if you're gonna take a risk with Wallace,
Mm,
the odds should be fucking way bigger than that, like you were saying earlier on, y'all. You know what I mean?
mhm.
They've got to make the juice was the squeeze. No,
I mean, he's 1 in 5
yeah, yeah, you know what I
against the
mean? That's
gorilla.
crazy. Yeah, I can't even go against fucking Thanos, man. Just go against Thanos. This is fucking crazy, bro.
Well, maybe the show hits him with a nasty right straight. He goes
That's what
down
I'm
and
All
hoping
he
right,
for.
can't
fuck it. I'll
recover. I
go with
don't know.
Rudolph. So that's Hinder, Rudolph,
Sekukune.
and
Sekukune.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's an interesting set of picks. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna go with Lucky Makeka. I'm gonna join you guys there because he's got the closest in to beat Moses Mukari. I don't know why those Majuba odds are so close. Although, I mean, when was the last time you saw Jesse Schaefer? So I guess that's one
It's
thing.
even
Jesse's
who
two
they're
and two.
fighting. Like I'm not even giving them much of a chance on who they're fighting. That's what makes it so difficult to even pick three underdogs here. It's really tough. There's some really good fights in there though.
Schaefer lost to Kunene, who gasses. Okay, so it was in the first round submission. He lost to Makeka by decision. He beat. Oh my gosh, this is tough. Okay, so I'm not gonna take him. Okay, I'm gonna go with. Ooh, Brendan, I don't think you're gonna like me very much. You might not join the show again. I'm this close.
It's okay. It's okay.
Uh
When I see you guys on Thursday nights after Gift puts pussy so away, I'm gonna be like, I told you so.
No, Brendan, you're gonna come to the dust up shakedown and shake this guy down on dust up shakedown. That's what you're gonna come and do, man. If he pulls it off, you do this, y'all. Hey, dust you better get dust up shakedown ready, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be
that's true. Okay, I'm gonna take Hinda as my second fighter, and then the last one I will take is because I know Veja Hinda's coming out of versus. Sure, he's been fighting amateur, but Zola just turned pro. Yes, he won the contender series. Yes, he won his first fight, and honestly, he
just
looked
tell us,
very
are you
good.
going with
But
Shubisio? Like put us out of our fucking misery. We don't want to hear all that waffling.
took myself out of my misery.
You're waffling, bro. Are you gonna go against Gift? That's what I want to fucking know. Please, are you going to go against
Nah,
Gift Daywalker
He
for the
knows he's not gonna.
just?
for the sake.
Hey, listen,
What a waste.
I'm not gonna judge you because
No, we
I
are.
see I see Joe go against his peoples at CIT for the
That's
sake
true.
of the points.
That's true.
He did.
He did.
I'm not gonna judge you, y'all,
Look,
I'm going to
For
but
the
I will
sake of
snitch on
points.
you. I'm just saying.
look, I do believe in Triple S. I think he's got something. But if I look at the 3.6 odds and the 3.6 odds of Stefan Boysen, I'm gonna go with Boysen to beat Thanos. I think maybe his bare knuckle boxing, like Brendan said,
You
his bare
watched-
knuckle might just come in.
Didn't you watch Thanos' last fight against who did he fight, man? And didn't you say he got dropped?
Look, it was a tough fight. I think he did get
He
dropped
got
in that
dropped
fight.
and then he ended up finishing the guy with like jiu-jitsu or something like that.
Yeah, but it was ground and pound in the first round, and he beat Wallace Okoso, who is what now 1 in 5.
Yeah. So,
So
what if Stefan puts him out instead of drops him? So that's a possibility.
he's lost to Josiah Bassett twice.
Oh, but that
Won by
guy's savage.
split decision. Yeah. I can't wait until he comes over to this side or something. But yeah, he's a savage. He mostly loses by submission, though. If I
Yeah,
look
have
at
you made
most
that
of
third pick? Yeah.
his, yeah, I'm going with Boysen. Look, the 3.6 for Boysen and the 3.6 for Subusisu. That's the best I'm going to get unless I take Okoso, who I don't believe in, or Ngwala, which none of us have even looked at. The rest of the odds don't really make any sense, so I'm going to go with Boysen as my third fighter. So just to recap, it's Boysen, Makeka, Majuba for Brendan. So Vendle, Majuba, Makeka for Achi, Hinda, Makeka, Sekukune for Ola. And for me, it's Makeka, Hinda, and Boysen. So fairly mixed bag there. Let's see what happens with the other guys in the competition and who they pick. But those are our picks for the underdog competition. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that comes out this week. Gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining me. Brendan, are we going to be seeing you at PFL?
No, you won't see me at PFL, but you'll see me at EFC.
We'll see you at EFC this week. Very keen on that. Are you going to be cornering for Gift?
No. I'll be in the crowd. Gifty's Corner is a phenomenal team. We keep it as is, man.
Lions only, bro. Come
Fair
on.
enough.
Lions only.
Lions only, man. Brenda, you know what we're talking about
fair.
here, man. Let's bring the W home,
Yeah.
bro. Let's bring home the
Yeah.
W.
Now you'll get it done, man.
Okay, so shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who is listening at Head Kick Pod on all platforms. You can find us live tomorrow. We also do have a PFL prediction show coming tomorrow. We have Dust Up Shakedown coming tomorrow because this week we are busy. Friday we have a UFC prediction show. Saturday we have PFL watch along. Sunday AM we have the UFC watch along. So we are busy, and obviously don't forget to catch us doing a watch along for the EFC card on Thursday as well. Achi, how about you this week? How you doing?
Tomorrow we're doing PFL Africa Media Day. Then Dust Up Shakedown, obviously. Then we have. Let me just check the schedule again. We're at EFC Thursday, bro. I feel like I'm like a rich man right now. I have an itinerary.
Yeah, man. The brown envelopes will come, man. Don't worry, man. The brown envelopes will come. You know.
Yeah, I have shit to do, bro. Like, so yeah, we got like obviously Thursday is EFC. Then Friday we have ceremonial weigh-ins for PFL Africa. Obviously, I have to be there, face painted, with my Pikachu shoes on, man. Pikachu slippers on, just screaming, kick him in the head. You know, like I always do. Then Saturday we have one of the greatest African events to ever grace Africa, bro. PFL Africa. We got Ochema versus Muhammad. It's gonna be crazy.
Patrick. Oh, yes.
So, but
yes.
anyways, man.
Ola, how about you?
Yeah, man. As you said earlier on, you know, Wednesday we have Dust Up Shakedown coming up. We do have a prediction show on Friday. Weekend we're gonna be keeping an eye on the fight between Dolitze and Anthony Hernandez. And obviously, I mean, if you haven't been watching EFC, I don't know what you've been doing, man. You know, I mean, you need to get yourself to go and check out some of the fighters on that roster, fantastic fighters on there. And like my boy Kraken said, you know what I mean, we need to get him that Nissan ASAP. So we need to keep plugging PFL till they start giving him them brown envelopes. So shout out to my boy Kraken. We want to see you get paid in full, my brother. Come on.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Thursday, big win for House of Tinkerbell. Big win for Gift Walker. Sir. Lions only. That's how I'm leaving it.
Yes, this is why they support Arsenal, guys. They win our hearts. They win our hearts.
You know what? I think this one's for you because one fighter that definitely has won your heart, Achi, is Luke Michael, who, as we see there, is one champion who defended in his last fight, who is one of the 4 champions who've defended from last year, who has kept his
winner is hard. I think we need to get out the soundboard just to remind him.
Call that a win, though. You
Being
call
a
that a
winner is
win,
hard.
though.
Nothing
Yes, he
matters.
still has a title, but like, we have fans anymore.
Look, with regards to the three champions that are outstanding, I don't think we're going to see Smiley this year. I met him at the last EFC. Doesn't look like he's going to be back anytime soon. He might have to vacate that title. I don't know when we're going to see Juliet back. And Martin has been very quiet. Let's see what happens. But that is the show for today. Gentlemen, thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Until next time, everyone, don't forget to